Oh, for goodness sake, we'll just start a little bit early then, won't we, Pench? Look at that, 2 minutes and 44 seconds early. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this nonsense. I have many, many things that I need to do while preparing for the stream, mostly just sitting here looking at the screen. Pausley, welcome. All right. What the heck were we doing the last time we were here? Because people are dead and a lot of people are idle. It's not anything for people to be doing. Bath entertainment. Are you watching me in your bath? Please say yes, because I'm not sure how I feel like about that, but I'd like to think about it for a while. Strangely, we actually have no prisoners. For the first time ever, we have 0 prisoners in the colony. Now that we've finally converted Dave Navarro to our cause, you are actually watching me in the bath. Soaped up. That might be more about you than I wanted to know, but I'm going to kind of sit on that thought, Pausley. I'm going to sit on that thought of a soaped-up Pausley in the bath watching me play RimWorld, and I'm just going to think about that for a while. Probably tell Mrs. Dave about that later. Anana Pig, welcome. I've been thinking about Stabby's philosophy of everything is just controlled stabbing. Barbara, welcome. So glad you said thought. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little think about Pausley soaped up in the bath watching me, and I'm gonna feel maybe a little dirty about this later. I might have to have a bath myself, except we have no bathtub. There's no bathtub in our house. We only have a shower. I insisted on it because baths are disgusting. Bird Brains, welcome. There's a kitty in the room I'm in. Then you are in the best room ever. Best room ever. Writing is just controlled stabbing. Yeah, sort of with a pen. I can see that. Oh, we got a lot of eggs, and by a lot, I mean 5, which is not really, a lot of eggs in the grand scheme of things. Hang on, I'm turning myself on my phone. Okay, that sounded way better in my head than when it came out of my mouth. I'm turning on my phone so I can put myself onto watching myself and liking myself, because I have good self-esteem like that. There, I have now liked myself. It's asleep. I'm afraid I'll wake the demon. Yeah, don't wake sleeping cats. Don't ever do that. Just let them sleep. All right. What things do we need to deal with? Because we got a lot going on. Who needs warm clothes? Dave Navarro needs a jacket. Fair enough, Dave Navarro. Fosteros, welcome. Have you seen what Zookeeper Simulator has had Dave up to in your zoo, Pausley? Fosteros. Zookeeper Simulator is... Oh boy, is that thing rough around the edges. Holy moly. They just shot that thing out of the gate. That is... I'd like to say it needs polish, but it needs to be cut into a shape first before it can be polished. Squig, welcome. Welcome, Squig. Right, Dave Navarro needs a jacket. Let's focus here, Dave. Focus. Dave Navarro needs a jacket. I'm sure he does. He's very, very thin. So let's get a parka made, and you know what, while we're here, just make a bunch of stuff. Make some stuff, and we'll stockpile it for when people have tattered clothing. My dog says hi. Oh, good. She's snoring so loudly I can barely hear you. You could poke her. That'll probably stop the snoring. Pausley is lost on Zookeeper Simulator. Yeah, there's I'm gonna use the loose word game, and I absolutely just did air quotes when I did that. That's called Zookeeper Simulator, and well, I think the hint is in the title as to exactly what you do, but there's monkeys with hand grenades and giraffes who can allegedly ride penguins or vice versa. It's very rough around the edges. I think somebody spent about, 5 to 7 hours throwing this game out the door and not much else. It might end up on the channel, it might not, because I'm genuinely not sure how much gameplay I can get out of it. It's minutes of gameplay before you're like, yeah, this is all there is to do in this game. We'll see. Your dog purred and your cats are snoring. Okay, Bird Brains and Anonopig have issues. Yeah, I think you're right, Barbara. Somebody needs to be elaborating about that, particularly Bird Brains. People are idle. Tattered apparel is virtually everyone. That's fine. Brawler has a ranged weapon. Dave Navarro does not like having a gun. That's basically okay. You can go ahead and drop that if you want. Go ahead and you've dropped the gun in your bed. Good job, Dave Navarro. We will allow people to have that. That will be fine. Now, you lack a ranged weapon. Well, let's just take Dave Navarro off of hunting duty then. You clearly can't be trusted to handle this, so you don't do hunting anymore. Now you're happier. Make large sculpture is done. I woke him up once and he made a purr sound. Fair enough. Are you sure it's a dog? It might be a cat. It just might be a cat identifying as a dog. It's 2020, Bird Brains. We don't judge around here. I had many people tell me to set clothing priorities so everyone removes their clothes at 54% quality or less. Yeah, it ain't that kind of party, Penge. Hi, Penge. Welcome. It ain't that kind of party. We're not going for max efficiency here. We're just hoping that people can stay clothed at any given point. I might mess around with priorities later. I think we actually have one nudist. Isn't Kraus a nudist? I believe you are. Yeah, Kraus is our masochistic night owl nudist, which sounds like a really fun weekend in New York. But Kraus prefers not to wear clothes at all. He's wearing only a hat and a smile. A hat and a smile is Kraus's outfit. He sleeps all the time and likes to sleep in the sun. He may be a cat. I think he is a cat. He's just identifying as a dog, and that's fine. We don't judge here. 4 days to pests and puppies. Wait, 4 days? So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, that's going to be rough. I'm going to be able to get that recorded. I'll try. It kind of depends on when they release the DLC. It's usually around like 11-ish my time is when things get released, at which point I will be comfortably driving my way to work. So I probably won't be able to do anything with that till Wednesday. That's unfortunate. I'd like to get that out as soon as possible, but I probably won't be able to. For some reason, I think it's the Valentine's one that's coming out on a Friday. How old is Kraus? He's not wrinkly old dude. Let's find out. Let's find out how awful our nudist is. No, he's only 15. He's only 15. Now it just got creepy. Now it just got super creepy. Creepier than old wrinkly man. Now we know Kraus is 15 and he's wearing a hat and a smile and nothing else. And he's a night owl masochist. Thanks, Kraus. You just creeped up the stream. Well done, Kraus. I'm probably on a watch list and I've certainly been demonetized by now. Oh, goody. Right. What do we need to do? Who's going to break down at any moment? Dave Navarro. Yeah, Dave Navarro, you're always going to break down. You should have stayed with Jane's Addiction. Something you could have done could have convinced Perry Farrell to keep that band going. Warm Clothes we're working on. Tattered Apparel we're kind of working on. We could throw some more things on the queue here, though. No, that's stone. We don't make clothing out of stone, to the best of my knowledge. Duck is over here diligently working on the clothing. Do other things. Make pants and probably another parka and one of those, and make a duster and make a shirt, because why not? I'm sure somebody will wear it at some point. A hat and a smile, maybe Dave's Fashionista's new outfit. 15-year-old, yeah, I know. It just made it all creepy. Thanks, Kraus. Really appreciate that. Oh, it's basically nap time in the colony. Okay, that's fine. What is it? It's winter. Right. So we're not growing anything. We don't really need food. We've got tons of food. We are swimming in food. And with our extended trap corridors that we've put everywhere, that just eliminates the need for hunting because animals stumble into those all the time and die, and we just go collect the meat because it's in our home zone. It's very, very good like that. But we don't really have anything to be doing. What should we do? We should build something. Preferably out of stone because I have virtually no steel kicking around. I don't actually have that many stone blocks except sandstone. What do I feel like building today? I don't know. Is there anything I need to build? I don't have a drug lab. We could start producing drugs. Dave Navarro would totally appreciate that. I kind of need a new stockpile zone. I've got an idea. Now that we've got the orbital trader nonsense going along here, why don't we put a new stockpile zone that could encompass one of the orbital trade beacons? I see where I'm going with this. You could get some sterile tiles in your research room. I don't think I have a lot of silver. I only have 978 silver. I did see, how effective that was when you did it on yours. How much silver... Actually, wait a minute. Have I actually researched sterile tiles? I don't think I have. Hospital bed, colored lights. It's in here somewhere, isn't it? Sterile materials, I believe, is what it is called. And I'm not... Sterile... Oh, I have researched it. Oh, good for me. Oh, good. Yay. How much would it cost me to do that in silver specifically? Because that seems like a lot. 504. Okay, that's like half my silver. Mads, welcome. Yeah, go ahead and do that when you get a chance, guys. I guess. And sure, I'll put it on the door too, because I really needed to waste that 12 silver there. All right, well, if we're going to have the research kicking up, then I definitely want to do my other stockpile idea, because I'd like to put all the stuff that we're often going to sell, which is extra clothing, extra weapons, and all the art, in one stockpile. I think that would be valuable. Maybe that needs to live somewhere. That should probably live somewhere. Where's power? If I put it over here, that's a quick run to power. Okay, get me the Whoozy McWhatsit here, the orbital trade beacon, because that way I can see your radius nice and easily. So somebody plunk that down and then run power to it, and when it's powered up, then I can see your radius, and I will be able to build around your radius rather than trying to guess. Okay, how am I, Mads? I am just fine. I am totally just fine. Thank you. I hope the same is true for you. Need to build a fireplace so folk can do some butt-warming antics. It is all about the butt-warming in Founder's Fortune. I just recorded some of that today. I will tell you it's all gone horribly, horribly wrong. Very quickly. It was very surprising. I didn't even plan for it. It just went horribly wrong by itself. Vanessa is just stabby under a different name. No kidding, Anonapig. Vanessa is a stone-cold killer. I bet she'll play MMO like World of Stabcraft. I do like MMORPG Tycoon 2, even though it is quite a mouthful to say. I really do enjoy that game. I enjoy it so much that I recorded an episode and then completely scrapped it and did it again because I just didn't like the way it came out. Sometimes that happens. How can you get more steel? I could get more steel if I research Dreep dilling? Okay, that was a bit of a spoonerism. How about we try that again? Deep drilling and the ground penetrating scanner. Now that's a huge investment in science. That's 5,000 points of science to do that. But what deep drilling with the scanner will do is enable me to find mineral deposits that I can't see right now. And my experience is that they're almost always steel. They're almost always steel. So we could go down that route. We're going to need steel because we're researching the advanced fabrication, and pretty much everything you do with advanced fabrication takes steel. I want to get somebody over here to do this, though, because I want to build around this. Oh, Dave Navarro's on the task. Good job, Dave. Well done. Well done. You didn't really do much of it now, did you? You didn't put in a huge effort there, did you, Dave? You're getting a little soft since Ink Master. Somebody grab these berries while I happen to be looking right at them. There's no real reason to have them. We've got plenty of food, but just in case you're out and about and you feel like picking some berries, go ahead and do that. I see the sterile floor is coming along nicely. Now that we've got something for people to do, everyone's in on that. And Penge is there, Mech is there. Scion's in on it, Bamaloo, one of our recent converts. Oh, and all the dead people are finally super dead. All the dead people have finally cleared from the top of the screen. Awesome. I was getting a little tiresome looking at their corpses mocking me. You're going to hear the words colony mismanagement thrown around, but pay no attention to that. The real MMO question is, when do we get to experience World of Pendcraft? We're all waiting for that, Boss Ross. Every single one of us is waiting for that. At the World of Tea Craft, I don't know what it will be. I'm sure it will in some way bear tea references to it. Land of Tea, the Plains of Tea, Mountains of Tea, Tea Fire Plains. I don't know, but somehow we're all waiting for World of Pendcraft. Let there be no doubt about that. Mums, what are you doing there? I thought you were on research duty. Why aren't you researching? I mean, I appreciate you making stone blocks. That's super cool. Might be Monday. Oh, that's super long time to wait. Oh, that's like wicked a long time, because it's only Friday. That's like 3 whole days before I'm going to get to see that. I've been waiting for that for ages. And with putting all of that aside for World of Pendcraft, that is a really fun game. It needs polish. There's no question. There's a lot of stuff that's in development, not quite all there yet. Found some more things that are not 100% in it. There's a really easy way to activate a bug in it, too, if you feel like doing that. But it is a ton of fun to play, and quite a bit more challenging than I anticipated, what with me blowing all of my money on decoratives. I do sound like your kids, and I'm going to be whiny until you give me what I want, which is a toy. Good lord, now we'll see what a biscuit monster looks like. Oh, yeah. I wonder if you could... I could kind of... I'm thinking of the editor, the monster editor. I could kind of see possibly turning a monster into a cup of tea, or at least a teapot. I think you could manage something that resembled a teapot in the editor, but Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Mech, I really need somebody to be finishing this off, please. Oh, it's Dave Navarro's in on it. Dave Navarro has specifically said, no, guys, don't worry. I'm going to go get that orbital trade beacon. And here you are. Here you are, Dave Navarro. Look at you. You are a lot more handy than I thought you were. Well, it's handy. I say handy. I know your pinky has been shot off, so you're only like 90% handy. You can rename monsters. Yes. Oh, but yeah, there's a monster editor, Penge. I'm sorry, I thought we were all clear on this. That's half the fun of the game, is you can re-edit and redesign the characters and the monsters, and hopefully more things to come. I would love to... Oh, you can kind of edit the buildings with the block editor. That part's really cool, too. So yeah, you can fidget with just about everything. If you get a spider... Let me assure you, it does not have to stay a spider by any stretch of the imagination. It could be a panda spider if you'd like. If you want to slap the face of a panda on top of a spider and make it even more terrifying, you can 100% do that. And as Vossra says, you can rename the monsters, you can rename the characters. There's other things I'd like to rename. I'd love to rename the buildings and the quest givers. Those would be my first two things I'd like to see nailed down. Really, I just want to rename everything. I want the ability to 100% rename anything I want, including a rock or a tree if I so desire. But I would like to start with the buildings and the quest givers, because it's all you end up is like quest giver 1, quest giver 2, quest giver 3, which is really, really boring when you can rename every single player in the game and every monster. Dave Navarro, are you done with that? Yes, you are. Okay, super. Now that that's plugged in, now, I don't have to guess where the radius is around it. I can just build it, because if I click on that, there we go. Yes, and now, get me to structure. I guess we'll make this, whatever, sandstone. It doesn't have to be super defensive. So now, I can just make all of this and draw it all the way around the radius. I only figured this out a couple of months ago. I feel really stupid, and I was trying to guess how to build around these, but this makes it so much easier if you just plug the thing in and turn it on. You go there, you go there. Something just happened that I'm not looking at right now. Hopefully it's not anything important. And throw a door, I don't know, right there. There we go. Yorkshire Terriers have joined. Oh, Penge, we're having a mashup. We're having a crossover event. Oh my lord, we're actually having a crossover event between the Geek Cupboard and the Wee Hours. A group of Yorkshire Terriers that you probably kicked out of your colony because, you know, you had 157 of them, have wandered into the area. Okay, we have all the Yorkshire Terriers. Like, literally all of them. 3, 6, 8. Hey, Penge, I really appreciate the gift and all, but I didn't want 8 Yorkshire Terriers at all. Like, not even a little bit. What the heck am I going to do with 8 Yorkshire Terriers? They're useless. They're useless. What are we talking about here? I have done the tutorial. It didn't cover all the customization. Oh, yeah, you got to get in on that, Penge. That's why I recommended it to you. More than anything, is because you can really fine-tune it. Oh, let me back that up. You can fine-tune it. There's more to come, I feel, in terms of fine-tuning it. Again, there are other things I'd like to be able to do. A grizzly bear is hunting alpaca 2 for food. Okay, that's fine. You're going to wander right into the spike trap, and you're dead. You're just 100% dead, because the alpacas aren't coming out, and you're going to try and come in, and you're dead. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, Grizzly Bear. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with 8 Yorkshire Terriers. Yeah, that's why I kind of push that game in your direction, Penge, because the customization alone makes it fun. Totally makes it fun. Still hope you'll create a doll, not Barbie doll monster. Well, here's the thing, Barbora. Since you bring that up, we did, as I said, I recorded an episode of that and then completely scrapped it for reasons that will become clear in the next video. I do, have a little explanation as to why that happened. And then we open up some new areas, and I was able to unlock a new monster. So you are basically asking me to name something. What we've got is I created something that is just a nightmare creature. 100% terrifying nightmare fuel, and I don't really know what to call it. So I've kind of opened up an unofficial contest in the next video of, Hey, what do you think we should call this monster? Because right now it's called Spider, but let me assure you, it in no way resembles a spider. It's nightmare fuel. So feel free to check in and put down your idea. That's what it's there for. I'm happy to look at all the ideas in the comments and see what the heck to name this. I have 8 Yorkshire Terriers. 8. Thanks, Penge. Appreciate that. I'm definitely renaming at least 2 of these, Michael and Spikel. Waiting for the day the inn at the crossroads is named the Mulligan. I thought I renamed that. I was pretty sure I did. I'll check that the next time I record it. I've got 2 in the can, as they say, so I won't be back to that for a bit. Probably not until after that DLC launches. I like how you say in whether they joined yet, they are joining the colony. No, we had no say, Anonipig. They just marched right in. Well, I say marching. I don't really see Yorkshire Terriers in strict military formation. One often does not. But there's a couple of them. There's Andrea, Solomon. They all just moved right in. They all just live here now. What am I supposed to do with 8 Yorkshire Terriers? How do we all feel about Yorkshire Terrier sandwiches? Is that a thing we might enjoy? Maybe we could have the inn keep Stig outside as a quest giver. Oh my god, that would be awesome, Boss Ross. Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying about the Mulligan now. Yeah, I want to rename the inn the Mulligan, because the Mulligan will now be a persistent thing through the entire channel. If I have an opportunity to name a building the Mulligan, it's getting named the Mulligan. And Stick could be outside. That is amazing. What DLC is coming out? Oh, Crossroads. Vosros will fill you in. It's pets first, and then there's a Valentine's Love is in the Air kind of thing coming out next month. But Vosros, I'm sure, will happily fill you in on more of the precise details. So yeah, it's Crossroads in DLC, which works great for me in sandbox mode because I can just keep plugging along and plugging all these things in. I did just record one with the new Lunar New Year decorative thing because, I'm going to blow all my money on decoratives. The Pets one, yes, apparently is coming out on Tuesday, which means I'll have absolutely no opportunity to do anything with that information because I will be at work. But there it is. This is coming along nicely. We're going to set this up as a massive stockpile zone for things we sell. And then all the things we sell can go in here. And maybe some other things too, but largely things we sell. In fact, I'm going to get that kind of started here. Give me a zone and a stockpile zone like that, and that, and that. And guess what, guys? That. Oh, I think I did one block wrong, but that's fine. That's fine. Happy accident, Bob Ross. No problem. And that one, and that one. Now, clear everything in here, otherwise you'll just put weapons. Don't put anything rotten in there. Now, I've got to figure out what the heck we're going to put in there. Rename one Yorkshire T. No, we're going to rename one Michael and one Spikel and then figure it out for there. I've got 8 of them. I'm really sad that I have 8 Yorkshire Terriers because they're completely useless, but I do like the fact that we've had a crossover event. Penge kicks some of his Yorkshire Terriers out, and they all wander over to my colony. And apparently they had a little bit of a breeding episode along the way. Okay, we want, in here, we can put apparel. That's fine. We can put, I guess, buildings. We're not really going to have a reason for that. Definitely weapons. What have you got in items kicking around? Artifacts, not so much on really that. Get me to manufactured, please. Mortar shells, advanced components. No, I don't see us really selling any of that per se. However, we will sell drugs to people. We will absolutely do that. So if we get some drugs, go ahead and sell the drugs. That's okay. You can do that. And where does... I forget where art lives. Is that not in items? I would have sworn that was in items. Where is art? Somebody remind me where art is. Textiles. Yeah, you know what? You can throw textiles in there. Because if we get a lot of something, I may sell some of it off. Drugs we're definitely selling. Mortar shells, advanced components. Cocoa tree has died because of cold. Yeah, it's the middle of winter. Nobody is surprised by that. Raw resources. Well, you know what? You can throw a little bit of uranium in there. You can throw some gold in there, too, if you feel like it. Might have a reason to sell some of that if we got an excessive amount. I don't think we're going to. Oh, and let's make this preferred priority. Where the heck do art items live? Is that in buildings? Oh, it is in buildings. Okay. That's a weird place to put it, but that's fine. Yeah, art. Oh, because it's an installation thing. It's something that needs to be installed. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, put all the things I just told you to put in there over there, and then we'll start making some more of those things. My nickname is Barbie, so I reasoned a Barbie doll monster would be super. Take a look at the nightmare fuel that I create in the next one. It might be Barbie doll-ish if Barbie was part tree, part elf, and all horror. So check it out. There is kind of an informal contest. You don't win anything except I name the thing that you picked. That's pretty much the only winnings there. But yeah, sort of an informal contest as to, hey, I've made this thing and I don't know what to name it, so what do you think? Make a large sculpture, make a small sculpture, and you know what, just for giggles, make a grand sculpture. Let's make sure you make that out of the right things, though. Do not, under any circumstances, make that out of steel or wood. Just stone blocks, please. Just stone blocks on that. Thank you very much. And it's nap time, except for Kraus, because he's a night owl, and he's out, and he's naked, and he's a masochist. Whew, there's my early 20s. Right, off you go, folks. Let's speed through the evening. The Yorkshire Terriers are just infesting the place. Absolutely infesting the place. I should make sure I'm going to make sure we're training them. Oh my god, it looks like Penge's animal screen. It's all gone horrible here. I'm just getting flashbacks to Penge's episodes. Okay, well, let's at least start training the Yorkshire Terriers. We'll probably end up eating them. I feel that's going to happen. And let's train let's not train the Labradors for war. Because I don't want them getting injured. They're way too valuable. I guess we'll train the Ibex Ram for war. You know what? You don't have a master. I think you're going to end up dead due to being slaughtered. Yeah, sorry. We're killing the Ibex Ram. We don't really need it. Muffalo Calf we can start training, and the Boomalope, and the Alpacas. And when the Alpacas get a little bit better, they can be Warpacas. Oh, yes. Gaw. What, Penge, why are we gawing? What are we doing? Gawing? Okay, anyway, good. Right, I walk away for a second, and now there's a boom rat sleeping next to the redhead colonist. Yeah, a boom rat self-tamed, and normally I'd be kind of fussy about that, but they are an excellent source of chem fuel, and that's, we've got protections in place. So long as the boom-alope, or whatever it is we did, it's a boom-alope or a boom rat, I think it's a boom-alope. So long as the boom-alope doesn't actively explode, then we're good. I've got my chem fuel in a safe place, and I've got my chem fuel generator outside, so even if either of those explode, we'll be pretty good. It'll be fine. That must be the boomalope you just mentioned. Yeah, he or she is around here somewhere. I'm not sure how the boomalope identifies, and it's not really any of my business. Yeah, there's so many terriers, they pushed all the other animals out of the barn. I think they're occupying the entire area. Although I should put some more sleeping spots down. I have a bunch. But then we just got like 5,000 Yorkshire Terriers, and by 5,000 I mean 8. I could possibly segregate them. I could just have a Yorkshire Terrier barn. Can I set what animal sleeps in the sleeping spot? No. No, I can't. How about beds? Can I set what animal sleeps in a particular bed? We must have one around here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. No, I can't. Okay. Well, that's fussy. I wanted to just have a whole room full of Yorkshire Terriers. It sounds terrifying and cute at the same time. Anyone wants to know, Parents Yorkshire was on a fishing trip with my dad, and guess what? Rat wanted some of the food. Yorkie had none of it. Small Hugo fought and killed the rat. Well, about the same size, so I could see that. I don't specifically need 8 of them, if I'm real honest about things. The cat has got to be freaking out. Wise Guy the cat here has got to be losing his mind that there's 8 Yorkshire Terriers bumbling around the colony here. I should maybe restrict them, but I probably won't. I could just put them in the animal zone. I think I should probably just put them in the animal zone, because where is my zillion Yorkshire Terriers? Because the cat is allowed to go anywhere, because that's how cats work. The Yorkshire Terriers can be confined to the animal zone so they don't eat our food. Labradors definitely stay outside and are unrestricted so they can do the hauling. Cats are everywhere. Everything else... no, the boomalope is not unrestricted. Thank you very much. Let's have the boomalope very, very restricted. Thank you. James Gordon, welcome. Can you set up a zone and assign only the terriers to it? Maybe. Well, I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, give me zones. Thank you. I was right the first time. And let's create a new area. Okay. And a new area that we're going to rename Yorkshire. Except that's not how you spell it. Yorkshire. Alright, so I'm remaking Yorkshire in RimWorld. It's going to be a lot tinier. Got that. So expand Yorkshire. Where... I don't really care where it is, except I do have to keep them fed. That's the thing. But I can work on that. Yorkshire land can be over here? Yeah, put Yorkshire land over there. Wait, where did Yorkshire land go? I think I made it accidentally go away. Yes, there we go. That's what I wanted. So, that area... Okay, I'm thinking this through as I'm doing it, so bear with me, James. Animals. Yes, I can. Alright, so all the Yorkshire Terriers live in Yorkshire. That's how that works. Now I gotta feed them, though. That's the problem. Show me that zone again, please. Yeah, show me that zone. Okay, so kind of around there-ish. I need to build a barn. I'm just gonna do this the easy way and just put this center of the screen. So, structure, sandstone wall, you need some kind of barn to, stay in, and heat. You're going to need heat. So that can live there and there. Put a door in there. Got that. We're going to need power over there. So where's nearby power? Run that sort of in this vague general direction here. Bring that up there. Good idea, James. I like where you're going with this. That's going to go all together, and then I want a zone for food for them. Okay, and this zone... No, not the Yorkshire, the zone. This zone is... Clear all of that. Clear everything, please. This zone is only going to have kibble and hay, if you choose to put the... And pemmican. If we find any pemmican, you can put that up in there, too. And then how about just a bunch of animal sleeping spots? How about just a ton of these? Specifically 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 animal sleeping spots. And when they get all of that together, they're going to want some heat. Otherwise, they'll freeze to death because they're very, very tiny. Okay, team, we've got some work to do here. So get on that, please. Yorkshires are having a barn. Yes. Well, I think it's Yorkshire's having a barn. Also, we're segregating them, Barbora. We're moving the Yorkshires anywhere but where they are right now. Because they can't just be... There's just too many Yorkshire Terriers. There's too many of these. There's Solomon and Edward and Emerson, Andrea, Candy, Felicia, Faina, Valentino. They do have kind of an Italian bent to them, don't they? They're Italian Yorkshire Terriers. I need the power up and running, guys, so you can get that heater turned on, because it is the middle of winter. Let's not forget that. I need people to be making some kibble. If you could get a chance, please. Except they're... how am I going to tell them... I could prioritize this for the kibble, but then it's going to take away from the other animals. Let's just see how it plays out. Somebody start making some kibble, because we do need to feed these creatures. Somebody just start making a bunch of kibble. We've got plenty of food, so I'm not even worried about that. And then we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how this is all going to break down here. Major break risk. Whom? Scion? What's your problem? What's your deal? Ugly, oh, people have been insulting you, and you're jealous of Krause's bedroom. Hey, who isn't? And you're sad that Frog and Slick Rick died. Yeah, we're all sad about that, Scion. Try to cope. Maybe go play with the Yorkshire Terriers? I don't know, whatever it is you feel you need to do around here. Small Italy. Are they a gang? It's a gang of Italian Yorkshire Terriers. That is terrifying and adorable. It's a hardcore gang of Italian Yorkshire Terriers Except Candy. I think Candy's the American implant there. Probably a stripper, given her name. Sorry to anyone who might be named Candy, but it's kind of a generic stripper name. But Valentino, Felicia, Faina, yeah, it's all very Italian over here. Oh, Penge is out working on it. Good. Good. Is this Scion again? Yeah, it's Scion again. Scion, just try to learn to cope with things, please. Mehdi, welcome. Welcome. What have you missed? You've missed a great... well, what's the opposite of Exodus? What is the opposite of Exodus? Influx, I guess? You've missed an influx of Yorkshire Terriers. We have 8 of them now. I didn't ask for it. They came from Penge's colony. I'm convinced of this. This is a crossover event. It's a mashup. I didn't ask them. They just came along and self-tamed, and there's 8 of them. We have 8 Yorkshire Terriers, and let's all be clear, they're going to start breeding soon. They're going to start at any moment. Candy especially. I got eyes on you, Candy. I know what your deal is. They're going to start breeding, and it's going to get really messy around here. We did send a few over to you. Yeah, check it, Penge. Like, now my animal screen looks like your old animal screen before you started slaughtering and selling them off. This is ridiculous. I don't need this many Yorkshire Terriers. Can I please send them back? Is there some way for me to send them back and go, no, that's fine. We need 0 Yorkshire Terriers. We currently have 8 in stock. The amount that we need in stock is in fact 0. Presto's over here checking out all the other dogs. Presto, you're valuable. You do hauling. I like you. Oh, we have put some kibble in here. Good. Well, there's some food. And we have not put any over here. That's basically fine. They've got hay. They've got plenty of hay. What else do I need? How's my new zone coming along? Oh, we're putting stuff in here. We're getting stuff done over here. Have we not put a roof on this place? Oh, because we don't have a door. And we don't have a door because we don't have any wood. Okay, that's sensible and fair. Cancel that door and give me a door made out of basically any stone. I don't care. Sandstone. There we go. No wonder nobody had thrown a roof on it. We don't have a door for that. Love is in the air. Do we see those hearts over that pair of Yorkies? Yeah, I know where this is going. There's going to be... We've got 8 now. It is about a quarter of the way, a third of the way through winter. I got to figure we're going to have 24, 50 Yorkshire Terriers by the end of spring at this point. Should you watch the stream from the beginning? Well, of course, I encourage anyone to watch anything they'd like on my channel. Please do. Those watch minutes count. But no, I think you're all caught up. We have 8 Yorkshire Terriers. That's pretty much your takeaway, your bullet point. Big LFC fan, welcome. Haven't seen you in ages. Oh, there's a fire. Hang on. Oh, it's one of the boomalopes. It's not our tame boomalope, though, right? I'm gonna go ahead and say no because I can't think of another word to say. But hopefully that wasn't our tame boomalope. And if it is, well, there we go. We've got some boomalope meat for the day. Maybe send away all the females or keep only Candy. Yeah, I just built this new stockpile zone specifically for trading. And we're putting all the things that I definitely will trade or might trade in there. In fact, I don't think anyone's going to buy them, but we can throw in this tainted clothing from the last bunch of people that we murdered. Throw that in there. So this is a stockpile of stuff that I definitely will sell, like the art, or might sell if I've got a ton of it, like cloth and leather and that kind of thing. And then the Yorkshires. Yorkshires have a value. They have a value. If a trader was to pop by, I am not opposed to selling them a score of Yorkshire Terriers if they were interested in that. It was Scion's self-taming boomalope that just bit... Oh dear, Scion, I'm so sorry. Scion, you really are having a bad day, aren't you? Was that your boomalope? Kraus, Frog, Slick Rick, you're just sad about everything. It doesn't specifically mention your boomalope, but it might have been yours. Was that really... Normally the animals aren't that stupid. No, there's the boomalope. It's right there. Yeah, the boomalope is asleep next to the muffalo. Next to the heater. Okay, explosive animal near the heater. Probably not going to end well. How's the Yorkshire barn coming along here? They're all in bed for the night. We are putting food down. All of that's good stuff. And we're just going to keep the Yorkshires here. This is where Yorkshire Terriers live. In a very, very tiny area, so I know where they are at all times. Anyone want to get over and build that door so we can put a roof on this thing? No? Okay, thank you. I appreciate the effort. We're working on more art. Excellent. Those ain't dogs when you have 50 breeding out of control. That's a box full of hamsters. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be the death of the colony. We're just drowning in Yorkshire Terriers. I mean, literally drowning in Yorkshire Terriers. Which is no way to go. It's no way to go. Nobody wants that on their tombstone. Drowned in Yorkshire Terriers. 7 Yorkshire Terriers ago. Split the males from the females. Actually, that's a really smart idea. That is a super smart idea. Just segregate them. Oh, God, there's another fire. Yep, another boomalope in the traps. That's going to keep happening. That's fine. That's fine. Nothing else is going to burn up there. That would be the way to conquer it. Is to segregate the males and the females, which we can do with zones, as we just learned. But I'm okay with them breeding, because now, in my mind, I've just become a Yorkshire Terrier breeder. And traders will come by, and I will sell them Yorkshire Terriers. Several at a time. It'll be like a handful of Yorkshire Terriers. If they don't want to buy Yorkshire Terriers, I will happily give them away, which you can do with traders. You can just give them things as gifts. So it's kind of like, it's a BOGO thing. It's a buy one, get one, except what you get is a Yorkshire Terrier. So anything you buy from me, I give you a free Yorkshire Terrier, or 3 or 4, depending on how much they've been breeding. It's a BOGO event here in the colony. Buy anything, get a free Yorkshire Terrier. My gift to you, no additional charge. That is my promise to you. My prices on Yorkshire Terriers are insane. I am a Yorkshire Terrier direct dealer, passing the savings on to you. Okay, what else do I need to do around here? Wow, that took a lot of, that was a lot of working, talking thing. Hang on, just one sec. Let me actually drink some liquid here. Oh, that's so much better. Send a koala Dave's way. I don't want to start modding RimWorld because I feel I'd never stop. I really... That's my downfall, apart from blowing all my money on decoratives and not really understanding that tycoon games are based around money and should be profitable, and many other things that I do wrong. But that's one of my downfalls, is if I do start modding things like I used to back with the old Sims game, I just don't stop. And then it becomes not even the game that you're playing anymore. I do kind of want koalas, though. I'd be okay with having a koala or two. Oh, we got boomalope for dinner. Super. Does anyone want to get in and start cleaning this place? This place is filthy. Who's on cleaning duty these days? Several people. Bamaloo, you're 3 on everything. Why don't you be max cleaner? Because you are... I went to high school with a max cleaner. You are basically broadly useless, right, Bamaloo? You are pretty terrible at lots of things. You're not terrible. You're a warm body. You are my warm body. Okay, so you're going to be max clean. And then... No, go to work. You're going to have cleaning as 1 and... Actually, check that. Cleaning is 2, but hauling is 1. Kind of what we did to Kraus here. In fact, exactly what we did to Kraus, because Kraus is pretty terrible at virtually everything. You're not actually that terrible at crafting. Why don't you do some crafting if you've got nothing better to do with your life? And then put... no, just stick as is, Kraus. I'm just going to stop looking at you because it's creepy, frankly. You're wandering around naked, and you are not of legal age, so I'm just going to stop talking about that. That's like me. I've got so many mods installed, I don't even know what vanilla looks like. Yeah, it's kind of a slippery slope. I mean, ideally, yes, it would be great if I had koalas in this game, and I modded those in. But then I'm going to look at the next mod and go, well, I already put koalas in. I may as well put some other mod in, and then all of a sudden... it's not the same game anymore. You're just not even playing the game. Give them time to learn some skills, hopefully more workplace-friendly ones. Yeah, well, they're warm bodies, and I am totally fine with that. A lot of people are super, super picky about their colonists. I am less so. That being said, we did euthanize one of our colonists, because not only was he broadly useless, but he also was addicted to several drugs, and he basically spent all day in bed because he was always having withdrawals. And he was in and out of the hospital on a daily basis. So that is a point where that person is completely useless, and we will put them to death. That's how we roll here. But in my colony, we're pretty liberal. If you can pick up a mop and a broom and get something done around here, then that's cool. Not sure Kraus is a, air quotes, warm body. Well, he is outside with no clothes on in the winter, but he's wicked happy about it. It's what he wants. He wants to wear a hat and a smile and a good sense of hard work ethic. Some of the mods are super helpful, though, and that's where the slippery slope started. Yeah. I have no doubt there. Again, I'm not morally opposed to modding. I'm not one of these like, no, you have to play the game as it was meant to be. You know, this is how they developed it. This is how they released it. I don't care. Mod whatever you want to mod. Mod a pair of pants if you're playing YouTubers like OMG, apparently. And why are there pigs with the Yorkshire Terriers? Can we just go... I know we don't need to hunt, but just go kill them because they annoy me. And how did we do with the stockpile? We're kind of starting to work on the door. A little bit. And Penge is bringing a tinfoil hat to the new storage area. Good. That's broadly a good thing to be doing. Did we finish sterile tiles? Yeah, we totally did. Do we have anyone researching, though? Who's on research duty these days? Not a lot of people, because not a lot of people are very smart in this colony. 0, 1, 0, 1. I'm seeing a pattern here. Mums, you're probably one of the better ones, if we're honest. 10, 10, 5... 12. Penge, you are on maximum research duty now. You are the smartest person we've got around here. So I need you researching things faster. Willow, welcome. I don't care that you're late. I'm just happy that you're here. So Penge, being the smartest person we got around here, is going to have to go on maximum research duty because, well, I want to get things done. I think it might actually... I don't really like the deep... I cannot say those words. Deep drilling things. It's pain in the neck, and it's a lot of power and all that kind of stuff, but we desperately need steel. And that's about the only way we're going to get it, unless another trader comes through. GFM, thank you. I started replaying Evil Genius. Can't wait for part 2. Excellent. Yeah, I'm looking forward to part 2, too. I actually was probably... Evil Genius is a finicky little series. I was thinking about just putting it to bed, and then all of a sudden the views are up on it. So, okay, I guess I'll keep playing it. It will not be super regular. Evil Genius is going to be one of those things where I've got some time. Okay, I can record an Evil Genius episode, but pretty much most other things are going to take priority. So you may not see it super regularly, but we'll keep plugging along. I didn't realize there was as much interest in keeping it going as there was. I thought people were pretty much all set with it, but no, actually, people do seem to have a bit of an interest, so I'm happy to keep it going. As I always say, it's what I want to play and what you want to watch, and hopefully somewhere between those two places there's a happy place. Crazy Neath tried to mod some pants the other day. It didn't go well. Is it just... Phosphorus, is it terrible that we actually know all the lines of all the NPCs in that game? Because that's... I'm not sure how I feel about that. I sometimes look at the amount of hours I put into that game and I'm almost sad. But I'm not, because it's hard. It is a fun game, if a little bit of a buggy nightmare sometimes. What? Oh, we finished the door. Great. So at some point, hopefully, we'll be able to get a roof on that place. And that will... I hear gunshots. Are we shooting pigs? I hope we are. Did we kill a pig? Nadine, what are you up to? You're training an alpaca. That's less combative than I would traditionally expect. Are we out of... We're not out of sandstone, are we? I had like 500 of those things. No, I got plenty of sandstone. Oh, Bobcat killed a pig. Oh, well done. Well done. A lot of building has been done since I've been here. Yeah, we've done some expanding. Let me zoom out here for you. So we've got a growing zone down here, an inside growing zone. And I really, as I play more and more RimWorld, I find I just prefer these to hydroponics. I know hydroponics grow way, way faster. But I just these is just sort of a set it and forget it kind of thing. So I usually have 2 or 3 of these in my colony. One of them growing heel root and Hoosie McWhat's it here, Devil Strand, when I get the skill level to do that. And then the others are generally they're growing, I don't know, well, food. really. Any old food, doesn't matter. Usually I have one growing cotton, but I've got a space up here that's got cotton. Item stash quests that we're 100% not going to do. And then over here, we just built this today, so you didn't really miss this because I just put this up. We put up a new stockpile zone within the radius of an orbital trade beacon here, so that when orbital tradey folk come by, all the stuff is definitely within that radius and I don't have to guess. And then we've made this a priority zone that will hold things that we're likely to sell. Basically likely to sell. Shouting Stone, welcome! Welcome. Desensitization for horses can get loud. I've missed something. I have clearly missed something there. My excuse for remembering stuff is a really good memory. Yeah, that's not my excuse, because I don't have a really good memory. It's not that I don't have a really good memory. It's just I think my brain just very quickly ejects things that it considers unimportant. And to no end of frustration from Mrs. Dave. Do you remember what you had for breakfast yesterday? No, it wasn't important. And I totally don't remember it. I tend to hold on to things that are super important and nothing else. Like remembering my anniversary or my wife's birthday. Those are super, super important. Other things just go, meh, out of my head. Out of my head. I don't remember what I was talking about when I started the stream. That's how bad it is. So I don't chalk it up to a lousy memory. I chalk it down to a precise memory. I have a fine-tuned, razor's edge memory that only holds the things that are super, super important. That's the story I'm going with, and I'm sticking with it. Anonympic has a great memory for all the most useless things. Yeah, I had a teacher in high school who called me a wealth of trivial and useless information, but to me it's important, I guess. He was not my favorite teacher, if I'm honest. Do we have extra Yorkshires? No. And I'm mildly concerned why we're not building this thing. Who's on building duty? Who's supposed to be constructing things around here? Many people, actually. Many, many people. I put Kraus on it, too. He's terrible at it, but he'll get the job done eventually. Oh, dear. Edward and Andrea are having a thing. Yeah, we're getting more Yorkshires soon. We're totally getting more Yorkshire soon. I remember once at a store, I was chatting to the clerk about characters from a game I played a decade ago and then forgot my phone number. Exactly my point, Anonapig. Welcome to how my brain works. Welcome to because that was important to me. I don't care what my phone number is. I don't call myself. I've never called myself in my life. I wouldn't know what to say to myself. It would be a very awkward conversation. How many times do you call yourself? So forgetting your own phone number, that's normal. Because that's the last phone number you would remember. I might remember Mrs. Dave's phone number. I don't, because it's the age of cell phones. I don't know anyone's phone number. I might remember, say, the phone number of work or a friend or something. I don't, because it's the age of cell phones and I don't know anyone's cell phone number. But why would you remember your own cell phone number? When are you going to call yourself? I put it on a card or something. I did. Mrs. Dave and I, when I sold my business, we got new phones, so I could basically destroy my old phone number. So I had spent years and years and years developing contacts, and I didn't want those people calling me anymore because I didn't do what they wanted me to do. So we got new phone numbers. I'm just mentally thinking about it now. I can technically remember my phone number now. I can think of it. I won't say it because Bird Brains is trying to pin me down. But it took me probably about 6 months to memorize that. And I kept it on a piece of paper because people say, "What's your new phone number?" And I'd have to say, wait a second, hang on. I'll tell you in a sec. It's a good thing I don't drink booze. Are you sure you may have forgotten what happened a few minutes earlier? That is true. That is true. You may think you don't drink booze, but maybe you are, and you've completely forgotten about it. Completely forgotten about it. I just get birthday cards at the beginning of the month, so I'm prepared. Good move. Good move. I should do that. I should get Mrs. Dave's birthday present now so that I'll be ready for it when it sneaks up on me. I'm like, oh my god, it's tomorrow. What do I do? Because that will happen. It happens every single year. She has a fussy birth date. It's around another holiday, and it just complicates matters because you're thinking about the other holiday and not necessarily the birthday, or vice versa. Somebody really needs to clean this place. The freezer is a complete dump. A complete dump. I need other people on cleaning duty, please. Scion, you're pretty sad about things. You're on high priority cleaning, too. Duck, why don't you do some cleaning around here? Pick up a broom. Do something with your life. My computer calendar got reset. All birthdays lost. Oh, God. I'm absolutely sure I don't. It doesn't play well with my psych meds. No, that sounds terrible. We need to keep Stabby. Oh God, there's a Mad Doe. Need to keep Stabby less with the stabbing other people. Yes, less with that. That's it. One Mad Doe. Where is it? It doesn't matter. It's going to get caught in the trap. I don't care about mad animals because they've got to get through my trap corridors first. I mean, I'll watch it commit suicide on my spikes, but I'm not really fussed by this. Just to scare a few of you, had the 5th edition core book. I've sort of identified with Malkavians. I'm a visionary. Dang nabbit. Fair enough. Okay, Death of the Mad Doe, Part 1, is walking up to the spikes. Part 2 will be walking into the spikes. And we're done. There we go. Mad Doe, very quickly dealt with. Yep. Multiple spike corridors, doing the job here. Doing the job. I probably made my wall way too big. Oh, but my point was to encapsulate the power generators. Yeah, I did kind of have a point to that. Strangely enough, I know nobody is more shocked than me. I'm still waiting to find out when Coteries of New York is going to be released on the PS4. All I see is Q1 2020, which is now. You are not wrong. It is indeed Q1 2020. Why is nobody building this? Reserved by Stabby. Okay, well, Stabby, can you go and do it, please? Let's get this built over here. I'm trying to encapsulate the Yorkshires here before there are thousands of them. We're going to have thousands of Yorkshire Terriers. Maybe that's how this colony ends. I said that before, but maybe really that's how this colony ends. Maybe I just let them breed until this entire map is Yorkshire Terriers or the engine crashes. That, I don't necessarily hate that idea. Mel, welcome. Caught my second live stream. Excellent. Awesome. I'm so glad you came by. When did you get all of the Yorkies? When we started the stream. That was basically day one event. We started the stream, and 8 Yorkshire Terriers that I am absolutely 100% convinced came over from Penge's colony, because he got rid of a bunch of his animals, and then all of a sudden, I've got a bunch of Yorkshire Terriers. You tell me, coincidence? I don't think so. Can I walk you through the base? Absolutely I can. I just want to point out the Yorkshires to Willow here. So 8 of them, Willow. 8. Not 2. 8 Yorkshire Terriers self-tamed and showed up. Thanks to a good idea, we've segregated them over here. So this is their own little zone. They will not leave this zone. And then they're going to breed. And now I'm kind of having the thought, how many Yorkshire Terriers can RimWorld hold before it crashes? Because I bet the answer is a heck of a lot. How many? How many Yorkshire Terriers could we have? Okay, Shouting Stone. So, I don't know where you were the last time we kind of got caught up here, but most of it is pretty self-explanatory. Mostly bedrooms in here. We've got the comm center up here and whatever this is. A fabrication bench. Right. One of them, Who's McWhat's there. And then the other benches are scattered around. We've got the TV room over here, which less people take advantage of than I would like. We've got the prisoner room, which is surprisingly empty. We've been swimming in prisoners lately. That's where we got Dave Navarro and Bamaloo and Kraus, our night owl masochist nudist who wears a hat and nothing else. The rest of the base is pretty straightforward. Research area down here, more bedrooms. And then we've got a growing area over here for devil-stranded heel root, another growing area up here for food, cotton, and hay for the animals, and they're allowed to go into this zone and eat the hay if they want to, and then we stock it up over there too. The new Yorkshire Terrier segregation area, and then some power. Oh, and the new stockpile zone. So this is a stockpile zone specifically for things that we are likely to sell. So it's all within the radius of an orbital trade beacon. So if one of the space traders comes along, we know everything in here is covered and can be sold with the orbital trade beacon, and we're putting stuff in there that we're pretty likely to sell, like junk weapons and art and clothing and some cloth and leathers, because there's some of them we've got hundreds of. So basically that. I don't know if you've missed too much. It's, in terms of my bases, it's pretty typical of what I do. Oh, I wouldn't mind. Actually, I say I wouldn't mind. We don't have any. How much steel do we have? 1027 on steel. I could make another hospital bed. How resource intensive is that? Doodly-doodly-doo. Hospital bed is 120 steel and 5 components. Okay. I think about that. How many components do I have? 33. That's not the worst in the world. Okay, somebody deconstruct this bed, please, when you get around to it. Thank you very much. I would appreciate that. Wondered about that building. Prisoners turn to Yorkies. Yeah, it's a Yorkie segregation area. It's the H block of Yorkshire Terriers. This is where they all go. This is Flower. That's not where you live, right? Well, you are unrestricted. You kind of can go anywhere. I theoretically could make a zone that was unrestricted except for that one tiny little square, but that seems like a lot more work than I'm prepared to do. I want to rename Kraus Dwarf Comic because it sounds like he has issues. Oh, wait till you see the next one. It ain't Dwarf Comic who's got issues. Graham DeVell has his own little freak out in that one. Yeah, I know. Dwarf Comic was seeing his invisible monsters. Graham DeVell kind of loses his cool in the next one, mostly thanks to Dwarf Comic. Flower thinks she is a Yorkie. Big does have that issue. Yeah. Well, it's nice that Flower has taken the Yorkshire Terriers under his or her wing. What do you identify as, Flower? A male. Okay, great. So Flower has taken the Yorkshires under his wing and is possibly going to eat them. We're not sure about that. We'll kind of see how that goes. Enjoying that series, but I like all the Granite Accents projects. I do too, and on a pig. I really do. I'm always happy when people like the Granite Accent stuff because, as I've said many, many times before, I love playing with those guys. I absolutely love playing with them. It's just a really, to me anyway, it's only my opinion, it's just a real perfect combination of personalities where it all kind of works together without one being steamrolling over the other. I'm just a fan. That's why I end up playing games that I really don't care about, but I'm just happy to do it because it's just fun playing with them. It doesn't really matter what the game is. Nadine, you're making more art. Excellent. Would somebody like to put the chem fuel that the Boomalope just probably defecated out in the dedicated area for chem fuel so it doesn't go all splody? That would be super. Boy, this stockpile is really kind of filling up. What else could we put in there that we could theoretically sell? Not a lot. We've got more animals to chop up in here. What is Flower? Flower is a Labrador. Yeah, there we go. Flower is one of the Labradors. Labradors get to go wherever they want. A, because they're awesome. B, they do hauling, which is vitally important. Big dogs can do hauling. Little dogs, like Yorkshire Terriers, can't do squat. They're entirely useless. I mean, could I even theoretically train them as war Yorkshire Terriers? War Terriers? No. You say you can haul, but you really can't. Yeah, it's too small to train this. Yeah, I know. Yorkshire Terriers completely 100% useless. Thanks, Vossross. I'm going to go along with Willow there. Thank you. That's now stuck in my head. Thank you so much. Oh, goody. We'll be hearing that for the rest of the night. What beeped? Oh, Pen just gotten food poisoning. Okay, dirty cooking area. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure why people aren't cleaning up around here. I've got several people on cleaning duty. And there's really not a heck of a lot else to do in the colony. We're pretty chill right now. There's no real reason that people can't pick up a mop around here. Okay, who's still got tattered apparel? Lots of people. Okay, well, make more clothes. What the heck? I should probably mess around with that. Okay, here we go. Oh, I hate doing the restrictions things, not the assign things. Okay, manage outfit. Let's do a new outfit and call it, I don't know, don't dress like a slob. There we go. Don't dress like a slob. No tainted apparel. Thank you. And then I would like your quality should be, close that please. I want to actually edit that. Hang on. Oh no, manage outfits. Select outfit. Don't dress like a slob. Got it. So you can, no, the other way around. Nope, the other way around. Okay, there we go. Anything 50% or higher. I'm just going to make round numbers here. 50% or higher you can wear, and then you can actually wear poor. Poor is not the worst thing in the world. It's kind of dressing like a slob, though. Okay, normal to legendary is what we got here. Close that, and now everybody's going... Oh, except Kraus. Kraus will remain a nudist. Don't put Kraus in clothes. He hates it. He hates it, but he does. He is a masochist, so he kind of likes it in his own special way. Clear the forest, please. Thank you. Don't dress like a slob. Everyone's going to start taking off their clothing like maniacs. It's going to get a little freaky around here in the colony. Kraus is wicked happy. Kraus is like, I have converted all of them. They are all coming over to my cause. Duck died. Oh, yeah, Duck died. Yeah, Duck died. Oh, no, wait. Duck didn't die. Pig died. Or what was the other one? It was Pig and Duck, right? No, Duck used to clean all night. I don't know why he stopped. Yeah, no, Duck's still here. It was the other one that died. Pig, Goat, I don't know. We had another one. Lots of people died. I can't be expected to keep track of all of them. A Frog. Thank you, Anonapig. It was Frog who died. Right, Frog and Duck, the great comedy duo. So yeah, Frog died. Many people died. Actually, several people died. There was a flu outbreak, and again, you're going to hear the phrase colony mismanagement thrown around, but pay no attention to that. It was basically the flu. And there was a line of people waiting for medicine, and only one person moving down the line. People at the end of the line didn't work out so well. Yeah, lots of people are changing clothes. We need to make more clothes. Better clothes. Clothes that people like. That aren't tattered. Like Duck. In particular, Duck, what is your problem? Your pants. Okay, your pants are terrible. We can cope with that information. We're going to make you better pants. So make, I don't know, a couple of pairs of pants. The parkas are still on for there. Make another hat and another shirt. Make a couple of shirts and a t-shirt and one of them. With all the animals that are wandering through the traps, we must have tons of cloth and leather. Yeah, we do. We're fine on that. You guys got plenty of materials to make that from. Can you see the names of the corpses in the Hall of the Dead, or are they gone forever? No, unless they've actually disintegrated to nothing. That's the only time that they're gone. So Slick Rick is still here. Yeah, Slick Rick. I don't know why he finally cleared away. It might be just his clothes there, but there's Slick Rick. He's dead. Muldoon was somebody that we killed. That was not ours. No, Marine was not ours. Bristly Stranger. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. I have no idea how to pronounce that, so I'm moving on. And Spike Little Girl. Unfortunate casualty. Red, one of ours. I have no idea what that is. And there's Frog. There's Frog. I think it's actually just Frog's shirt. He's been dead for 15 days. He's missing almost all of his body. Oh, unhappy nudity. Who's unhappy about being naked? Because it ain't Kraus. He's wicked happy about that. Bamaloo, why have you've taken off all of your clothes except your parka? Great. Bamaloo's a flasher. Super. Well done, Bamaloo. Well, people will start to make pants eventually, and then we'll kind of get this online. For right now, Bamaloo, just, I don't know, zip up the parka and try not to cause a fuss. Colony mismanagement, politicians would say mistakes were made. Yeah, I think the phrase colony mismanagement is frankly fake news, and it's just another attack from the biased media against me, is what it is. And it's a witch hunt, because we throw that word around a lot these days. We throw the phrase witch hunt around, which to no end annoys people who live in Salem, which is near to where I am. They're really upset about that phrase being thrown around a ton right now by certain persons who may or may not be the commander-in-chief, because the witch hunts were really a terrible, awful time, and we slaughtered innocent women for no reason, and now they're doing it for like a political thing. But anyway, long story short, anyone who says colony mismanagement is an enemy of the state, and they should probably go away and live in another country if they don't like it here. I saw Tropico 6 in the store and almost bought it. Tropico 6 is excellent. Tropico 6 is very, very, very fun. Enjoyed that a lot. Even in the beta, it was enjoyable, and I know they've done a lot with it since then. Super fun game. I think certainly the best in the franchise at this point. Although I did really enjoy Tropico 4. That was an excellent version of Tropico. Bamaloo, you are a flasher with a dead rabbit. Good. I'm basically okay with that. You're bringing that to be slaughtered, and presto, the actual useful animals of the colony is moving more stuff in here. This is getting really full. If we get an orbital trader passing by, we've got a bunch of good stuff we can sell them. Like a bunch. I should set up a campfire, start burning some of the clothes that we don't need. I don't really have a heck of a lot of wood. We should chop wood. There's wood. Let's chop wood. Chopping wood is fun. People like to chop wood. It's like a thing people do. Chop all of that. Chop everything. Oh, there's a fire. Okay. Oh, there's a fire in the Yorkshire Terrier area. Oh, God. The Yorkshire Terriers are just running for it. Where exactly is the fire? Did we already deal with it? Okay, well done. Well done. Your kitchen and food storage really is... Yeah, it's filthy, Willow. I don't know what the problem is here. I'm gonna set somebody on 1 for cleaning. Naked Kraus. Be 1 on cleaning and 2 on hauling. And maybe Bamaloo as well. Just to get it done. Just to get it a little bit tidier. And then we can back those priorities off a little bit to something more normal. Minor break risk times 3. Yeah, well, what were you expecting around here? Nilin! Hang on, I gotta focus my eyes here. Nilene, welcome! Welcome, and thank you for adding a cat, because that's awesome, because cats are awesome. Welcome. Let's get them on high priority cleaning, and just get this place tidied up. It's a pit. I'm kind of surprised more people don't have food poisoning at this point. All the Yorkshire Terriers are not burning, correct? Correct, okay. Why is nobody getting up here to finish building this? Is this reserved by somebody? Stabby, can you come finish this, please? In fact, can lots of people come finish this? Everybody go up and finish the Yorkshire Terrier barn. And Duck, you get in on this action too. Already constructing it. Super. Good. Well done. Well done, Duck. Pen resistant omen probably best to avoid colony mismanagement. Yeah, I feel after getting through the flu epidemic that took out like half the colony, we might be having a food poisoning or infection epidemic on the way if nobody gets to cleaning this. Even merms. You know what, merms? What's your cleaning thing like? You don't clean. Okay, you won't do grunt work. Okay, you're a little frou-frou, aren't you, merms? All right, fair enough. Have I mentioned that my cat has hyperthyroidism? I don't believe you have. How does that affect a cat? Hopefully it does not make them sad, because I really can't deal with sad cats. I like cats a lot. I like dogs, too. People are like, oh, well, you like cats, then you must hate dogs. No, I love dogs. Dogs are awesome. I just happen to prefer cats. It's not an either-or thing. One is not mutually exclusive. You can like cats more than dogs, but still like dogs. That's how liking things works. Stabby. Speaking of Stabby, what are you up to? You're hauling sandstone. Oh, good, you're building the Yorkshire Terrier barn, finally. Because I want to get it roofed so the heat works. Although a Yorkshire Terrier popsicle might have good trade value. If you put it on a stick... No, I'm going to stop saying that. I just don't like the way my mind is going with that one. This just in, it's way easier to give dogs meds than it is to give cats meds. Oh, God, you ain't wrong. You are not wrong, Willow. My last cat had medical issues, and holy moly, we had to give medicine to it orally. There was no other. It was like a liquid, and we had to basically pry its mouth open and shoot it down its throat with a dropper. And, of course, the cat ain't having that. So the second you got it in his mouth and backed away, it would projectile spit it all over the kitchen. And, I mean, this cat got distance on this thing. The kitchen, it got some in the living room. I've never seen something, animal, human, or otherwise, be able to spit that far in its life. But, yeah, giving cat medicine is basically one of the worst things you can try and do with a cat. There are lots of wrong things to do with a cat. Cats should come with an owner's manual of some sort. Don't do that. You will bleed. Don't do that. You will bleed. But giving medicine to a cat is right up there on the list. Been there with feeding cat pills, whole barrel of not fun. Yeah, no, cats do not like to do anything that cats don't want to do. That's pretty much how cats work. It's kind of how I work. That's probably why I like cats more than dogs. I've grown to love cats more than dogs as I've grown older. I used to be more dog than cat. Now I'm more cat than dog. I just appreciate their nature of, you know what? This is how I'm rolling out the door, and I'm okay with it. It's not a question of like, love it or don't, love it or leave it kind of thing. There's people like, if you don't love me as I am, well, maybe you're a jerk. Maybe you're a jerk. If you can't take me just as I am, well, then maybe you're just an offensive human being. It's more about this is how I'm rolling out the door, and I'm okay with it. You don't have to be okay with it. People can like or not like a person, but I'm okay with it. And that's how cats are. Cats will just sit there all day and go, yeah, this is what I am, and I'm pretty pleased with it. And please don't put that medicine down my throat. And that's why I've grown to appreciate them. Whereas dogs, I feel, are just begging for attention all the time. Just love me, love me, love me. Cats are like, I like me. That's good enough. It should be a saying about giving cats medicine. There should be something like that, shouldn't there? Some sort of, I don't know, what do they call those things? Aphorisms? Is that an aphorism? Hey, Vossros, let's never use the phrase cat's paw story. I don't want those two words together ever in my life. Cats teach you with negative reinforcement. Yes and no. Yes and no. I think cats teach you in methods of I wouldn't say negative reinforcement, but there is one way this is going to work, and we're going to make it work that way. We don't have options with cats. This is how they work, and this is the way it's going to get done. I think dogs have a lot more choices involved. There's hurting cats, but that's not bloody enough. No, not at all. My father-in-law learned that lesson the hard way. Cat opened up the top of his head. Blood everywhere. Blood everywhere. For no other reason that my father-in-law sat in the chair that my cat liked for about a week. He's never sat in that chair again. And he didn't prior to that. But the cat decided that was his chair at that moment. And my father-in-law has a scar on top of his head to show for it. It was a lot of blood, I might add. A lot of blood. Cats make you want to please them and make them happy and get that purring sound. Yeah, fun fact about cats. That actually is the purring. For cats anyways, actually also a way to heal cats. I don't know how it works, but apparently it's a thing. People who are way smarter about cats than me figured out that cats purring not only makes us wicked happy, which it does, it also heals the cat. So if the cat is injured or sick, it will purr even when nothing nice is happening to it, because that's a method of healing. And then, the cat is very well aware that it makes us wicked happy. Cats have got our number. Cats have got our number. Cats figured us out about 10,000 years ago, and they know exactly what to do to us. The purring, the meowing. P.S. Cats don't meow to other cats. They only do it to humans because it mimics a human baby's cry. It mimics a human baby's cry. Cats have many sounds that they make. Hissing, meowing, mewing, which is what you'll hear like kittens do. They'll do the little mew thing, but it's not a meow. Cats will meow at humans, but not at other cats, because cats are smarter than that. Cats figured out how to mimic a baby human sound, and it makes us just come running. What do you want? I will do anything you want. What is that sound? I will give you all the tuna in the world. Cats are jerks, but still pretty cute. I do like cats. Again, just to be clear, I don't not like dogs. I love dogs. Dogs are a ton of fun. They're energy, and they're fun, and they love you, and they show how much they love you. And so cats are fantastic. My goodness, there's a lot of vomit in the colony now, isn't there? I see Kraus is cleaning. Naked Kraus is cleaning. Wow, dude, probably don't clean up vomit when you have no clothes on. Put like a biohazard suit on. I know it's your thing, but geez, man, that's gross. Could you, Kraus, seeing as you're up, could you get in here and clean? Thank you. Just get into the freezer and clean this place up. We used to joke that the stray cats would find their voice when they started hanging out with us, but it turns out it's scientifically true. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they don't meow. That specific meow that makes us come running. Like, what? What do you want? Do you want food? Do you want attention? They don't do that to other cats. They make many other sounds at other cats. I have a lot of free time at work, so I sit there like researching cat things. It just passes the time. I do a lot of things on the computer at work. One of them recently has been, figuring out how cats work. But yeah, they don't make that sound to other cats. They only do it to humans. They'll mew at other cats. They'll hiss at other cats. They'll make all sorts of sounds. They'll make that little chirping sound at prey. That little, I can't even imitate it, but they'll sit in a window and do a little chirping thing. Apparently that is because the suggested evidence is they're frustrated that they can't hunt. That's what that noise allegedly means. But the meowing is particular to humans. They figured us out 10,000 years ago, and they moved right in. Easy source of food. All we ask is that you occasionally kill a few mice and sit in our lap and love us. And you don't, but you sit in our lap and we think that you love us. My mister does that, the chirping sound. Yeah, they're not 100% on that one. I mean, I don't think anyone can be 100% on what sounds mean coming from a cat, except a cat. If cats could learn to speak English, they would say, here's why we make that sound, you stupid, stupid human. But the chirping sound, because they most often hear that, or they give out that sound while they're staring out the window looking at prey, the consensus is that they're just frustrated. They can't get out and hunt. They want to go kill that thing, but they're stuck by this amazing invention of a window, which my cat has still not figured out. Look, I keep saying cats are one of the smartest animals in the world, but my cat is dumb as a bag of rocks. He cannot figure out how windows work. They're just completely befuddling him. He will stand there for minutes batting at the window, not really getting the idea that he can't pass through it. And I get it. They didn't invent Windows. We did. But he'll do that day after day after day. He's never gotten it. He's never figured out Windows. He will, every single day that something is outside, he will bat at the window and just can't figure it out. Just cannot figure it out. I fear cats are secretly plotting world milk domination. Okay. Well, the Milk Bureau would be wicked happy about that, because the Milk Bureau is in a bit of a panic. What with the whole lactose intolerance, and we're all going over to almond milk. P.S. You can't milk an almond. I'm sorry, that bothers me. It really bothers me. You cannot get milk from an almond. That's not how almonds work. What you are drinking is almond-flavored water. That's cool. You do that. But don't call it milk. You can't milk an almond. They have no udders for a start. And you would have to have very, 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 very tiny hands to milk an almond. Very tiny hands. Okay, so the Milk Bureau is in a bit of a panic, because the whole people accepting that they're lactose intolerant and doing something about it, and people going vegan, there's all sorts of reasons why people aren't drinking milk. Not me. I still like milk. But like Mrs. Dave doesn't touch it. So the Milk Bureau is in a bit of a panic. They should link up with the cats and get something going there. If Dave's cat could talk, yeah, I like you, don't make a big deal out of it, bucko, you're adequate. That's what we say about our cat. So it's two-sided there. That goes both ways. We call our cat adequate. We are moderately fond of you, cat. Because sometimes he's just ridiculously cute. A lot of times he's kind of a pain in the neck. Kind of a pain in the neck. It doesn't stop me from, caring for him in any way, but we are all, Mrs. Dave and I are realists when it comes to animals. We recognize this cat will die, and there will be another cat. It's not that we're not attached to the cat. We love the cat. Of course we do. I loved my last cat. But when the cat's time came to an end, we just sort of drew a hard line and said, and that is the end of this cat. And now we move on, because cats die. Everything dies, but cats die. It's not that I'm not attached. It's just that we can draw that line and say, and this part is over. Other people in my family, I'm not going to name names, possibly keep animals long after their lifespan should have ended, and just keep them going and going. And I can't do that. I can't watch an animal suffer. I will be brutally honest. I have no problem watching humans suffer, because humans can be jerks, but I can't watch an animal suffer. It just gets me, and it just makes me mental. So if I own an animal and it is suffering, I will absolutely do whatever it takes to end that suffering, whether that is treating it, if it is treatable, or possibly not treating it and just letting the animal go. I should probably get caught up on chat. Almond milk, nonsense. Thank you, Mel. Thank you. It's not milk. It's almond-flavored water. Read the ingredients. Read the ingredients. Or better yet, go find me this almond dairy farmer with tiny, tiny hands who can find almond udders. Because it don't exist. Don't exist. It's just not the same. It's not a home without a cat. I entirely agree, Anonymous. 100% agree. When I had my first cat as an adult, I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I want. Mrs. Dave and I recognize that we don't have a lifestyle that is appropriate for owning a dog. A dog is more work than we are prepared to give. We know how much commitment we are prepared to make, and we looked at a dog, and we both love dogs, and we said we cannot treat a dog in the way it should be treated. We would not be able to care for it properly for it to be a happy dog. We're just not home a lot to walk it or exercise with it or play with it. It's just not our lifestyle. A cat is perfect for our lifestyle, because the cat doesn't care squat if you're there or not. When you show up, it's happy, but when you're not there, it's sitting on the couch licking itself. It doesn't care. We've left for 3 days at a time. and we have someone come in and throw food at the cat. And the cat doesn't care. Cat's more than happy if we're there or not there. It's totally cool. My last cat disappeared. Possibly tried to go off and give birth somewhere. Oh, that's right, and got into trouble. Oh, that sucks. That's it. Our cat is not an outside cat. For a number of reasons. One, it kind of saves on the veterinary bills. If you don't have an outside cat, there's a whole host of things that's not going to happen to them. So that's a lot less on the old vet bills. Two, I would just be very concerned. I would not be able to sit comfortably knowing the cat is outside. I know cats can take care of themselves, but A, my cat is dumb as a bag of rocks, and B, there are other things that live outside, like more aggressive cats, or in our area, coyotes. Hell, I wouldn't even put my cat up against the turkey. I think the turkey would take my cat out, no problem. So no, our cat is an inside cat. I'm very sorry. That sucks. I can feel the emotion in that. I know how that kind of thing goes. Dogs are so demanding, so true. Yeah, they are. They are. And that's great. That's a wonderful thing because they love you unconditionally and they're all over you and it's just all very nice and fun. But we could not care for a dog in the way that the dog should be cared for. We would be poor dog owners. Oh, we finished making stone blocks. Good. Take a break from that, because we're not building anything. Right? Oh, somebody finally cleaned up the freezer. Excellent. It's getting cleaner around here. Take a break from the stone block issue and focus on how are we on pants. I don't have anyone saying they have tattered clothing. And we've got a fair number of things in the queue. Throw some more pants in the queue just in case. There are hyperactive cats like Bengals. They need to be walked. Yeah, well, that's your problem then. If you've got a Bengal tiger or Bengal cat, then that's all you. I have a regular cat, a regular old house cat, which are all descended from one particular type of cat. It's kind of fun like that. I learned that. Like, where did house cats come from? And apparently in the wild, they weren't much bigger. They really weren't much bigger. Dogs are like having toddlers. Yeah, we have neither, and we're pretty pleased about that, Willow. We have neither of those, and that makes everything run smoothly around here. Mel's in the Caribbean. Oh, cool. All pets are outside pets. Loved and missed Shadow and hated not knowing what happened to her. Yeah, that's... Oh, how would I feel about that? Would I want to know? I might not. I might, because it would be something terrible. We all know it's going to be something terrible. It's not going to be like a happy ending. It's not going to be like, oh, and then my cat went off to join the cat circus and lived a lovely cat life with the cat-bearded lady, and they had kittens. It's probably not going to be that, so I think I might personally prefer not to know. Because then I could kind of let it be a little more comfortable in my head. But that's just me. A little concerned no new people have showed up yet. 8 Yorkies, no new colonists. Well, we did get a big influx of prisoners. We've kind of rotated the colony is what we've done. A bunch of people died, and we got a bunch of prisoners finally to convert over to us. And I think we had one fleeing, what do they call it, like runaway thingamajiggy, refugee is what I'm trying to say. I think one of these folks up here was a refugee. Not Dave Navarro. He was in prison for ages. And we still got the original 3 colonists, but a lot of these people have cycled in and out. So RimWorld may be going a little easier on the throwing new people at us, and instead has decided to throw 8 Yorkshire Terriers at us. Speaking of which, we should make sure we're continuing to feed them. So yeah, you still have kibble on the bill here. Yeah, make some more of that. That is fine. Yeah, so 8 Yorkies, that's what we got. Instead of a new colonist, we got 8 Yorkshire Terriers that all live over here. All live over here. I could maybe set up a new... I'll do it in the spring. I'll set up a little growing area out here for some hay they can munch on, and then I'll allow them into that area. And then in the winter, we can just throw kibble in the door and hope for the best, really. What else is going on that I may or may not need to be aware of? Not a lot. We're repairing some doors and traps. That's good. This stockpile got very full very quickly. Maybe we should make some weapons. Oh, there's the steel thing again, though. It's the steel issue. Penge is working on research, but boy, that advanced fabrication, that ain't nothing. That's 4,000 research points. What weapons could we make kind of on the cheap? What could we do with that? Sure, make a shotgun and a rifle. Fine. We'll throw them in storage. Maybe we'll sell them to somebody. I was going to ask how the other refugees might come in. You have doors that aren't death traps. Ah, yes, here's the smart thing that RimWorld does. If a refugee is outside my wall of death, and we accept them as a refugee, then they are smart enough to use the doors. So there are a couple of doors sprinkled throughout this area somewhere around here. There's one up there, I see. There might be another one kicking around. But they're smart enough to use the doors. They will not go through the trap corridor. However, all the raiders that come in behind them are not as smart and will absolutely go through the trap corridors. All the research is hurting your brain. Well, it's 4,000 research points, man, and you're the smartest guy that we've got in the colony. Not by much, but you are technically the smartest person in the colony, so I'd appreciate it if you can get advanced fabrication done sooner rather than later. I don't remember why I wanted it, but I'm sure I probably did for something. There might be some structures around the place made of steel. You could dismantle them. Not really. We drew a pretty bad map in terms of it's just barren. It's very barren. So I've been focusing on stone. I've been making as much buildings as I can out of stone and saving the steel for more important things. But what is this? That's slate. Nothing I can do with that. That's also slate. The next task is to do deep drilling. And then I can have all the steel I want at the cost of a lot of power. But we'll get deep drilling done when you're done with everything else that you need to be researching. And that'll bring the steel back in. Or we'll hit up a trader. That's my ideal. We'll just get a trader and we'll get a bunch in there. We shall get a Founder's Fortune gnome to splint you ASAP. Yeah, Founder's Fortune with the hypodermic needle in the neck. Do trade caravans use the doors? Yes, they do. Shouting Stone. Yes, they do. They are smarter than your average bear, and they use the doors rather than going through the trap corridors, although I suppose if they did, they'd all die, and then I could just have their stuff. But that's not how it works. They are smart enough to use the doors, of which I actually only see one, but you know what? That's all they need. All they need is a door. Saying that out loud, though, we should probably pop another door in here. Give me the thing that has doors in it. Yeah, sandstone, that's fine. Have a sandstone door. At some point in time, somebody will wake up and get that done. What else, if anything, do I need to be doing right now? Oh, we've chopped down all those trees. Excellent. That'll help the old wood stockpile right there. The Yorkshire Terrier zone is done, and both of the Labradors are choosing to sleep in there. Well, where are the other Yorkshires? I see 6. Where are the other 2? We've lost 2 Yorkshire Terriers. They should only be... Oh, they're sleeping outside. There they are. There they are. They're sleeping outside because the 2 Labradors have taken both of the beds. Typical Labrador. Typical Labrador, just laying all over the place. All right, well, try not to freeze to death, I guess, Faina and Solomon out there. And don't do anything squirrely out there. I can't afford a huge breeding nonsense thing to be happening immediately. Although having an entire map full of Yorkshire Terriers kind of might be a thing I do. I'm not 100% rolling that out. I almost want to test how much the RimWorld engine can handle Yorkshire Terriers. I'm thinking thousands and thousands of Yorkshire Terriers. We've got 8. They're a mixed bag. We've got males and females. They'll just keep breeding. I have to feed them all. Or they could just eat the colonists. I'm probably overthinking it. Why is a Muffalo sleeping in the death trap corridor to the left? To the left. I don't know, but he's snuck in there. He's not my Muffalo. I can't comment. He's not my Muffalo. I'm not in charge of that Muffalo. He apparently made it past one trap and has fallen asleep. He's doomed. He's absolutely doomed. Oh, somebody needs to come and remove this wood because it's holding up. Kraus, you're up at night and naked. Go just haul that wood, please. Just get it out of there so that door can close. Sounds like a version of 101 Dalmatians. Yeah, I'm going with 1,001 Yorkshire Terriers. 1,001 Yorkshire Terriers. What will the engine hold? Can we get 1,000 animals? Are you held up by something? No, you're fine. You're fine. I know you're not held up by anything because you got growing zones in front of you. Okay. I think everything is broadly under control at this point. Kraus, who is naked and awake, is going to get that wood out of the door. And everyone else is asleep. Okay. Now what do I do? Now what the heck do I do? How does the nudist not freeze? He just doesn't. I don't know how it works, Willow. I am assured that he does not. All he needs is a hat and a sense of self-worth, I guess. A very strong self-esteem and a hat. Because that's what he's got. But he's, you're not freezing, are you? Oh no, you have hypothermia. Yeah, you're gonna die at any moment. Well, you're outside with no clothes on, you moron. What did you think was going to happen? Yeah, you have hypothermia. Okay, so the answer to that question, Willow, is they will freeze. And now he's in the walk-in freezer. You see a pattern developing here, don't you, Kraus? Don't you, man? Go somewhere where it's warm and your naked body will not offend people. Like, that's stockroom. Yeah, that's a great place to go. He's very chill about things. Ah! I see what you did there. 1001 Yorkshire Terriers will be very loud. Oh yeah, they are yip-yap dogs. They are just yippy, yippy, yappy, yappy dogs, and not my favorites, if I'm honest. I just not my favorites. I don't like yippy, yappy dogs at all. My mother's got 2 of them, and I actually don't like them. Those are dogs that I don't like, and they don't like me, so it's mutual. No, not so much with those. Nadine, what are you up to today? You're making a sculpture. Good for you, Nadine. We should have a bunch of those piled up in here. Yeah, there's several kicking around. Now I just really need an orbital trader to pass by, or indeed any trader. I will take any trader who has a good stock of stuff that I might want to purchase, particularly steel. I've thought about getting a Yorkie, but the grooming puts me off. They need constant grooming. Yeah, that's fussy too. Yeah, animals that need grooming is kind of a pain in the neck. It's like we're consciously choosing to have this animal be extra work than it really needs to be. But there it is, I guess. I think with the colony being sort of in neutral mode right now, boy, it is getting big. A lot of this stuff doesn't really do anything except hold other things, but it is getting big. With nothing pressing, I think that's an awesome place to call the stream so I can go get dinner. Because as usual, I don't eat before the stream. I don't know why. I'm just kind of like doing channel stuff before the stream, and I get excited about doing the stream, and then all of a sudden I haven't eaten. So, that happens. So now I'm hungry, as I always am. And at any moment now, Vosros will start putting little emoji cupcakes up there, which will make me even hungrier. But guys, I think I'm going to call the stream here, because there's nothing really pressing for me to do. So I'll have a little think about what the next logical step is around here, apart from 1001 Yorkshire Terriers. Guys, you already know what I'm going to say. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I genuinely, and I say it every single time, but I can't say it any more genuinely, I genuinely thank you and respect you taking time out of your life to come watch this nonsense. Thank you for the burger, fries, and whatever else that is. Oh, hang on, we're not going anywhere. There's a raid. Hang on. Okay, this is going to be wrapped up very, very quickly. In fact, I'm just going to watch as I end the stream, and I'm even going to put it into high speed mode, because they're going to walk right through the traps and run away. Yeah, this is nothing. Go ahead, walk right in. Dead. Oh, prisoner. Okay, that. Stabby. Don't stab this one. Just go capture him. There we go. So we've got a brand new prisoner to start out the episode next time. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I will call it there. I will let you get back to something far more important than watching this RimWorld nonsense. I will definitely see you guys next week, as I look forward to this every single week. And apart from that, yeah, you kind of know where to find me. Thank you guys. Goodbye, and goodbye.